MS is a chronic inflammatory disease. Our myelin and oligodendrocytes are the primary targets of the inflammatory attacks. Our gray and white matter are targeted by the abnormal immune response. Our bodies are in a state of dis-ease. In today's video, I'm going to talk about inflammation, how it relates to our MS, share some easy-to-implement tips, and share an easy-to-use tool to help us reduce inflammation, reduce symptoms, and help our bodies get back into a state of ease. Sound good? Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. I'm glad you're here. I was reading a paper published by the Cleveland Clinic on disease management for multiple sclerosis this week, and I was struck by a line in the very first paragraph. It said, "Therapies that target inflammation and slow progression of disease are available. Therefore, early diagnosis and treatment are important in limiting the impact of this potentially devastating disease." Therapies that target inflammation. MS is an inflammatory disease. Our doctors try to help us manage this inflammatory disease with medications, but I'm not going to talk about medications because I'm not a doctor. The paper does an excellent job of explaining disease-modifying therapies, DMTs, and I will link it below if you'd like to read it. And I'll link all the articles and papers that I referenced today too. The first paragraph concluded with this: complementary approaches such as symptom management and healthy lifestyle practices also have an important role in MS care. When we have MS or chronic illness, we can help manage our symptoms by making changes to our diets and lifestyles. It makes me so happy to see medical institutions and MS support organizations promoting diet and lifestyle changes more. It wasn't that many years ago that many of them said, "There's no such thing as an MS diet," or if there was advice on diet, it was a footnote or a very small paragraph with little details saying, "Eat healthy." We were given recommendations to take medications and then sent on our way. Even today, there are some doctors out there that still say that or don't offer advice on diet and lifestyle changes. But it's not their fault. Western medicine focuses on medication and surgery. Our doctors do not get trained in diet and lifestyle modifications. It seems kind of silly of us to go to our doctors and expect them to offer this kind of advice. It's actually kind of unfair of us to ask them to do this. It'd be like asking the clerk at the grocery store how to be a farmer. Sure, they know about food, but they probably don't know how to grow it. The paper ended with this: symptom management and healthy lifestyle strategies are important complementary approaches for better outcomes and quality of life for patients with MS. Anyone want better outcomes and quality of life? Let me know in the comments below if you'd like this. And before we jump into the tips, can I ask you to please like the video and subscribe? This is important because it helps to support the channel and it helps it to reach more people. Thanks so much. Self-care is not selfish. It's good for our health, it helps us to manage our symptoms, and it may help prevent progression. Are you doing self-care? Come on, fess up. Are you spending time each day focusing on you and doing things that support you and your health and well-being? For a long, long time, I wasn't. There were so many obligations. A job that took up a lot of my time, children to raise, and all the activities that go with family life, a house to take care of. How could I possibly take time to take care of myself? And honestly, I was falling for the marketing behind big food manufacturers. I was eating foods that weren't supporting my health. I recently did a video on the dangers of ultra-processed foods that I will link above and put in the description below if you'd like to check it out. But then I had a wake-up call. Over the course of a weekend, I started losing my ability to walk. I was losing my ability to work, take care of my children, do the family activities, and take care of the house. I decided to answer that wake-up call, and I started making some changes. Over the years, I have made changes and adjustments to support my health and well-being. I'm now almost 18 years later and doing well. There are 5 pillars to my health and well-being strategy that I do every day in addition to my medication that you can do too. I'd like to do a little exercise with you. Think of someone you love, someone you really, really love. It could be a child, a partner, a parent, a friend. Got it? Now imagine them sick with a chronic illness that there's currently no cure for. What would you do to help them? I'm betting your answer would be anything or everything. I invite you to take that same attitude towards yourself. You are worthy of self-care. I now take exquisite care of myself, and I encourage you to take exquisite care of yourself too. Okay, let's jump into the 5 pillars. Number 1, diet. Research shows over and over again that eating a more whole food plant-based diet helps with managing MS symptoms. Diet rich in plant products linked to fewer MS symptoms. The plant-rich dietary cluster showed reduction in symptom burden in 9 predefined MS symptoms compared to the Western dietary cluster. Eating a low-fat plant-based diet showed significant improvements in measures of fatigue, BMI, and metabolic biomarkers. And as both relapsing remitting MS and primary progressive MS are inflammatory diseases, they can be influenced by pro-inflammatory or anti-inflammatory dietary habits. Over and over, we are seeing that eating a more whole food, primarily plant-based diet helps us to reduce symptoms. Part of this is because when we eat more whole, real foods, our inflammation levels go down. In this review of 69 studies, they concluded that adherence to healthy dietary patterns, including the Mediterranean and the inflammatory diet, are cross-sectionally associated with lower levels of inflammation. There are 2 things I try to remember when choosing foods to eat. One is the advice from Michael Pollan, author of In Defense of Food. Eat real food, not too much, mostly plants. And from Dr. Will Bulsiewicz, author of Fiber Fueled, eat 30 different kinds of plants a week. Eating a good diversity of fiber can help our gut microbiome to be healthy. If you'd like to see more on food and the gut microbiome, I'll put a link above and in the description below to a video that I did on that. And number 2 is exercise. One of my favorite papers on the benefits of exercise for people with MS says, scientific evidence and expert opinion suggests that exercise may be the single most effective non-pharmacological symptomatic treatment for multiple sclerosis. That's pretty impressive. That same paper goes on to say that in persons with MS, exercise can decrease neural apoptosis and neurodegeneration and may be effective at stimulating neuroplasticity as overall exercise increases neurological functioning. Exercise has been associated with a reduced relapse rate and can slow disability progression. Part of how this may be happening is by reducing inflammation with T cells called Treg cells. In a study on mice released in November of 2023, they reported that, long known for their role in countering the aberrant inflammation linked to autoimmune diseases, Tregs also now emerge as key players in the body's immune responses during exercise. And one of the professors said that our research suggests that with exercise, we have a natural way to boost the body's immune responses and reduce inflammation. How cool is that? So it is important that we move our bodies regularly. And number 3 is sleep. We all know we should get good sleep, but did you know that sleep disturbances affect up to 60% of persons with multiple sclerosis and are linked to several debilitating MS symptoms, including pain, fatigue, depressive symptoms, and cognitive dysfunction? Not good. Matthew Walker, neuroscientist and professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, wrote a book called Why We Sleep. In it, he shares that when we sleep, we commit thoughts into memories. Our brains get bathed in spinal fluid, and this cleans out toxic proteins called beta amyloids, which can lead to dementia and Alzheimer's disease. And when we don't get adequate sleep, our natural killer cells decrease. Having just one night where we get 4 to 5 hours of sleep, there's up to a 70% reduction of these natural killer cells. And natural killer cells are linked to how well our MS therapies work. In an article about a recent small study on sleep in mice and in humans, where they restricted sleep over 6 weeks, they found that this defect of the sleep restriction was very specific to one type of immune cell called a monocyte, whereas the other immune cells did not respond. McAlpine said, "This is a sign of inflammation," and it concluded with, "This work emphasizes the importance of adults consistently sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day to help prevent inflammation and disease, especially for those with underlying medical conditions." It's super important that we get our sleep, and it may reduce inflammation. Number 4, mindfulness. We live in a world full of stress, and stress can increase inflammation. It may even lead to many diseases. This review says large bodies of evidence indicate that stress can activate inflammatory response in the brain as well as peripherally. The last thing we need is an inflammatory response in our brain. Mindfulness can help us to manage stress better and perhaps reduce inflammation. I invite you to start and end each day with 10 mindful breaths, where you close your eyes, focus on your breath, and take 10 slow inhales and exhales. I also invite you to consider doing a guided meditation practice of at least 20 minutes each day. There are some wonderful apps that can help with meditation that I will link below. And number 5, supplements. I try to do my best with an anti-inflammatory diet, but I do take some supplements under the guidance of my neurologist and my naturopathic doctor. Many supplements consisting of anti-inflammatory nutrients, antioxidants, and other compounds can potentially reduce inflammation in your body. Some of the supplements that may help reduce inflammation are turmeric, omega-3s, ginger, vitamin D, and vitamin C. It is important to check with your doctor or naturopathic doctor before adding or changing your supplements, though. Bonus tip: things that get measured get managed. If we track what we're doing, we're more likely to keep doing it, and then they become habits, and we don't even have to think about it. But tracking can't be too hard or too time-consuming, am I right? There are tons of tools out there to track what we eat and how we exercise, but if it takes too much time or too much brain power, we aren't going to do it. I created a 1-page sheet that you can hang on your refrigerator or bathroom mirror or put on your nightstand to help you track the 5 pillars. Each day, simply check off the things that you do. At the end of each day, you can see where you might want to put a bit more effort in on the next day. At the end of each week, you can see how much you've accomplished and the areas that may need a little bit more attention. I will put a link below so you can download your free list to help you improve your habits that may reduce inflammation. To see more on living well with MS or chronic illnesses, watch these videos next. Please like the video, subscribe to my newsletter with the link below. Until next time, be well.